On behalf of all the new ethics fellows for the future, I would like to thank the Henry Luce Foundation for making it possible for all of us to come here to New York to attend this third annual Ethics Fellows Conference.
I'm a graduate student, and I was talking to one of my professors, Jocelyn Cesare, who is a global ethics fellow, about possibilities in the future to pursue a career in research and yet have a life that is relevant and with impact on policymaking and the field and conflict resolution. And so she suggested I join this program where I can see how academic research is made relevant for political practice.
I thought it was an incredible opportunity to really network with other students who are really passionate about the field of international relations and looking at it from different global perspectives and different ethical perspectives and values.
I think that ethics is not the only thing about the social science, but also something about the natural science and technology. So I'm kind of an expert in that field, so I come to the conference to talk about the ethics problem or some issues about in that science and technology area.
My professor asked our class to participate in one of Carnegie Council's international essay contests, and so I did. And the more I learned about it, the more I became interested in what the Carnegie Council is all about, what it aims to do. And so I asked my professor, how do you get involved in such a thing? And he suggested, and he asked me if I wanted to participate, and he asked if I wanted to be nominated as an ethics fellow for the future. And of course I said yes, and I'm glad that I was selected.
The networks that this conference allows for and that the program establishes between all of the EFFs and the general fellows makes the work that I do more possible, more fulfilling, and more effective.
Yes, to be a young scholar, I think this conference gave me a very great chance to make friends.
Getting to hear from the natural sciences, getting to hear from people who are experts in philosophy or international relations has really impacted my life, because I now have a new sort of interdisciplinary direction to go, and I now have this new network, this new information, so that when I have research questions, I'm not only informed by my own assumptions, my own culture, but others' cultures and assumptions.
The connections are amazing. The ideas are awesome. It just shows me that there are millions of problems existing in the 21st century of the world, but also there are millions of possible solutions to look into these issues that we're facing. So I am learning a lot from people, as well as networking with people in order to continue our sustainable dialogues on global issues.
I've gotten to meet a lot of people who are interested in ethics from various perspectives, and it's sort of been eye-opening as to where ethics can take you and what research can be applied to ethical global affairs.
I am Guamanian, and my own research, a lot of it has to deal with ethical integration and whatnot, and so a lot of cultural rights discussions that really influence my own research and kind of my philosophical thinking as well, and I think that was my greatest takeaway.
The conference has been great because it's just given us a great opportunity to learn from each other. It opened up a lot of good dialogue, and it's been really nice. So in addition to connecting with people on the virtual network, it was really nice to actually meet these people. And I could really see myself working with a lot of these people. So it's been a great way to learn from each other and connect with each other.
I've learned that there are a lot of differing opinions, and it is often very difficult to find an answer or an absolute answer to the questions that we may be asking. And there are a lot of different dimensions, a lot of different nuances and sensitivities that I should be more aware of, which will actually guide me in my future work.
Specifically, the most amazing thing I have learned is that ethics in global affairs is not an individual struggle, but through collectivism, as emphasized by the president of the Carnegie Council, is a way of getting people together, especially young people of this generation, in order for us to contribute immensely towards the security of the world, for example, through the consideration of ethical matters.
After conversations with a lot of the people here, I can tell you that this is going to be very instrumental in all of our lives as we go back to our universities and apply everything that we've learned and how ethics underpins practically everything that we are involved in.